Hello and welcome to AutoFX live stream and live chat analysis. My name is Chris, and like I always do, I always do a live stream here, sharing my trading analysis and my real life trading analysis and what I do, in the real markets, scenario and the rest of them. So with that being said, my name is Chris, and I also have been trading for over 7 years. In the trading in the currency market, I've had that experience about 7 years or thereabout in the currency market, and I've also been trading synthetic indices. And tonight, I'm just going to be analyzing the synthetic indices as I always do. And if there is enough time, I will also touch some of the currency pair if there's enough time. And with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor, and everything I'm doing here is for educational purposes. And you should always make your research before taking any trading decisions. With that being said, if you still like what I'm doing, I would like you to always, communicate with me through the chat, and therefore watching me from the YouTube. I will also encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you find what we are doing interesting and informative enough. You can subscribe to the channel and also join our Telegram trading community, which is AutoFX, which I'll be also leaving under the description of this video. With that being said, I'm just going to go over to the chat like I always do, and share my trading analysis, and share the real-time trading analysis, show you what I've done in the past and what I'll be looking forward to do moving further. With that being said, I'm just going to go over to the screen, and I'll try to keep myself at the top of the screen somewhere around there. Hopefully that will be best. Okay, I'm just going to go over and do that now. All right. Okay. So welcome to the analysis on our right. This is the synthetic indices, like I just said. This is what I've been watching, and these are the pairs I've been following closely. If you have been following this channel, you will know that I've been following closely with these pairs, and these are my watch list. And what I do is, any of those that I find interesting, or I've been looking forward to see something play out there, that I will be taking the trade. I'll tend to put it in this watch list, so that when that plays out, I will take the trade immediately. So with that being said, if you look at this screen, I'm on this chart, volatility 101x, and my analysis on this, like I said before, this is just my own. This stream is only for educational purposes. It's not a financial advice, and if you want to take any risk, you should consult with the financial provider, financial advisor, or qualified personnel who you can get it through, or you make your proper research before doing any of this. And this is what I do. I'm not telling you to do this, but this is what I do. And if you find it interesting or helpful, you can do that as well. But it's not. I am not obligated to do that. Always make your research. So this is the trade I have been in, and I left this trade somewhere around there, and it started consolidating all the way, and it was still moving down. But I want to see a clear movement down to the this support zone, which is where I marked the green zone, and also where I'll be looking forward to buy. So I would like to see it get down to this zone, and then I will be looking for a buy from this particular zone. Hopefully, if that happens, I don't know when it's going to play out. It might play out within the week, it might play out after the week, can't tell. But the major thing is that it's pre-planned. That is the essence of running this live analysis. And then we'll go over to VIX 75. VIX 75, yeah, this is VIX 75. I've been on this trade bullish for several times now, and I said I wanted to see it break past that zone, but it seems that zone didn't hold. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off this, and try to look for something more interesting at this zone. I think it just tested that support resistance zone, and it seems like it's rejecting the zone and is moving down. The next place I would like to see it get to is this place. It might come here and then continue moving up, because I'm very much bullish on this one, because it just hits the very strong support, which it started bouncing off from. I'll also go ahead and look at the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, and see what is playing out from the daily time frame. If you look at the daily time frame, it also looks like it's going to continue moving down, but until we get to this support that I just marked, I would like to see what's going to play out there, right? I've been following this trade. I took some of this sell around here and I entered buy around here, and I wanted to see it continue moving up to the the major resistance up there. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this with green so that I will remember that that is just my resistance level. What's wrong with it? Okay, all right, I wanted to fill it with green just to be sure. It's just to understand what I'm looking at for there. So I would like to see sell from that zone. Oh, sorry, that should be red, not green. Rather, I think that's my bad. Right, this should be my green, and that should be my red. All right. So I would like to see get to this zone, and then I'll see what happens from there. But until then, I'm not going to get on the trade immediately when it gets to that zone. But I would like to see what kind of price action is going to take place there. I would like to see if it gets rejected from that zone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark a path to that place. I would like to see something like this. If that happens, then I'll be on this trade for a buy. If it breaks below here and then close back up, somewhere around here, I'll be on that for a buy, depending on the price action from the lower time frame as well. If that happens, I will be on that for a buy. But if that does not happen, then we'll find out what next to do. Until then, we just don't know. We can't say this is the right move, but we just hope. But it's better we pre-plan everything so that we are not caught unaware. So it's better I always like to put plans in place so that if that plays out, then I'll be happy to take the trade. But if that doesn't play out, then we just move on. There's no big deal about that. Then let me have a look at 75 1x. This one I bought this and I wanted to see it come all the way to this support, this resistance zone, so I can sell. But then it happens that start dropping. I remember I left this trade around here. If you are following the Telegram channel, you will know this. But if you're watching from the YouTube, you can as well join the Telegram channel from the description on my YouTube profile. If you go over to the YouTube profile, you're gonna see that, and I will also include this on the Telegram channel link under the description of this video. All right. So with that being said, at this moment, I think I don't actually know what to do on this one. Let me clear this and try to see if I can have a clear view of what is going on, or clear picture of what is going on. At this point, it's at the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I can say it's at the middle of nowhere, so it's not so much interest. There's no there's not any interesting stuff happening around here. I would like to see it get to any of this zone, either this place. I would like to see it get to this zone. All right, then I will be looking for considering a buy or something like that. And I also want to see what is going to happen around here. Now this zone is kind of invalid at the moment. It might be valid in the future again, but for now I'm just going to take it off so that I'll keep my chart clear and avoid a lot of ambiguity on my charts. I want to see it. I want to keep it plain so that it's easy to understand. So I know that this place might hold, of which if that happens, that's a good idea. But let's see what's going to happen. Until then, so this is my major support and my resistance. So I'll be watching this trade to see which place is going to get to. So I'm just going to move this down because I don't think it's going to set up soon. If that happens, then fine. Then I'll go over to my step index. This is the one that we took today. I bought this trade today again. If you were in the group chats, you will know that I bought this trade for a short time and I left the trade. And meanwhile, my bias is still that I want to see it move all the way down to the support. All right, then the resistance that it just broke out from, which is now a support. If you look at this from a higher time frame, like 4 hour or even if you look at it from 4 hours, you can see that it have been consolidating around here and then eventually break out. I'm hoping to see this continue moving up for a longer time because there's a lot of volume. There's a lot of weight. You have a lot of movement to make before it gets to the next resistance. I've seen that from my MT5 analysis, MT5 chart. Unfortunately, I cannot see this on the Rev trading view, because they can only show me all the way back to, I think, just few months. They can just show me only few months, but they can't show me more than that. I think if you look at it, you can only show me from up to March 2024. That's the only time I mean February 2024, but other than that, past that, I can see the chart. But from my trading, I mean my MT5, I was able to see that it have a longer way to move. So I would like to see it get to this support, all right, which, I mean, the resistance which have turned to support and then continue to move up to the, to the next high. So if this happen, I'll be glad to be on that trade. So unless that happen, otherwise we're not on the trade. So my bias still remains the same on that. Like I said, I took some buy around here, I think here. Yeah, when I saw it was testing that 1 hour moving average, so I bought this trade around here. Yeah, using the price action I spot from the minute 5 time frame and the minute 15 time frame, I think. Yeah, so we are on that trade for just a short period, and we left the trade again before we started consolidating around here. I'm just gonna go over to the chart, I mean my Telegram channel, and share with you what I did there, because it's good, I have to show you when I took that trade and the outcome of the trade. So this is the trade. I'm just going to go over to this left screen. So this is the trade that I took. I mean, step index 100. We took this trade around here when we saw it's texting the 1 hour moving average. So we took this trade and we left around here, because when it gets to this 20 moving average, I saw that the 30 minutes time frame started, the movement reduced, so I left the trade. And before all this happened, before we have to move back down all the way to this place, before we move down back to this way, so that was happened on that. If I go over to the 30 minutes for a time frame, so I can share with you the reason why I left the trade, because I said I'm going to share the reason why I left the trade here. So in 30 minutes time frame, I saw a weak candle. It made this movement, all right, and I saw this weak candle here. So that weak candle is signaling a reversal. I mean, it's clear, it's signaling a proper reversal. So if you check your candlesticks, you see that most of the time when you see a weak candle like this, like dodgy or something like that, it depends on the place, on the place that it's forming anyway. So if you look at this one, you can see that it formed around here. You can see that it dropped somewhere here around. It depends on the area it's forming anyway. So let's assume that we are having a bull market. The price is trending up, and then at some point it met this kind of movement. Let's say we are having a full candle. Oh, hopefully I will be able to draw this. Pardon me, guys. I'm just going to do a freehand drawing and see if I can do it. Let's assume that we have a full candle moving up. Sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it with this. I'll need to get a better tool. I mean, better mouse or something, so I can be able to do it. So what I'm trying to say is that when you see a candlestick moving up, you see multiple candlestick like this moving in a bullish direction, and then you saw something. I mean, you go ahead and you saw something like this. Some candle like this that doesn't have enough body or something like that. You could call it dodgy or hanging hammer. That's what it's been called in what is it called? What is it called? Sorry, candlesticks patterns. I mean, something like that. So the name of this candlestick is called hammer. So when you see hammer when you see hanging hammer around its resistance, you should be very much careful to leave the trade, because things could go south if you are already buying. Then if you are not buying, if you are selling, or if you are selling, you should have much confidence to stay in the trade. Or if you are not selling and it's in a very sweet zone, like a proper resistance, you might look for sell from that zone. So that would be very nice as well. So like I said my bias on this still remains. Wait for it to get down to these supports, and then we look for a buy. So until that happen, I'm not doing any much now. So I just wait for that to happen, then we can buy from there. So that's basically what we'll be looking out for. Just this small sell on that. I will save this. All right, then let's go over to 70 25 volatility 25. I think what I want to see happen on this is almost happening. I could remember I sold around here. If I can see that from the chart tree and see, yeah, is it? No. Oh, that's the only one I have now. I mean, I sold somewhere around this long time ago, so it's not even important now. Like I sold around here, so I think okay, I sold at the resistance, yeah, and then it gets to somewhere here before it started consolidating. I have to leave the trade, and now I wanted to see it get all the way to the supports, and then I will buy. So I think that is trying to play out. What I'm going to do now is to move this at the top of my charts and my watch list. I think is going to play out very fast. So I think that might happen this night even. So if that continues all the way down to this zone, I'll be looking for entry from this place. So that basically this is what I'll be looking out for. Don't mind my zone, so I'm just gonna try and cover everything. But this is what I'll be looking out for. Once it gets to this zone, I'll be looking for a possible buy from that place. So otherwise, that's it. I will so what I'm going to go ahead and copy this one in particular and share on the Telegram channel, because I think this is going to set up very soon. So I'll just go ahead and drop it on the Telegram channel, because I will be watching it. Watch lists. All right. Watch list. So you can go ahead and drop. If you have any question, you can go ahead and drop the question. I will be glad to answer the question, or to see to the question. I'll be very much helpful. If you have any question, you can drop it on the chat. You can drop it if you are watching from the YouTube channel. You can drop that on the comments. If you are watching from the Telegram channel, you can always drop it at AutoFX Telegram channel. I will be sure to respond to that immediately. All right. Let's go over to the other one, which is so I've just saved this and I've sent it to the group chat. Yeah, I've just sent that to the group chat. Why is that making noise? I don't need that noise. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't expect that to make noise. Alright, but it's alright. Okay, so I've dropped that on the group chat. That's the watch list. I'll be watching out for that. And okay, that having done, I'll go over to 50. So what do I expect to see in 50? I think it's coming to a very interesting zone, like I've been watching to see. Yep, yesterday I said I don't know if this pattern is going to hold, but let's watch and see what's going to happen at this place, because there's a lot of zone here. There's a zone, this is a zone. I don't like this because it's not a lot of clear zone there. But the reason why I was interested in that is because it's just cleared out a very strong trend line which have been holding for a longer time. If you look at it, you can see that it have been holding for a longer time, and now it's broken out of it. I'm thinking this might be a like a lower low, a lower high rather. So I don't know, but until that happens, because I think you have created another higher, lower high. If you remember the principle of higher change in trend, when you are seeing series of higher high, and then higher high, just let's say we are seeing higher highs, and then there is a higher high, then instead of it to make another higher low, or let's assume that it made something like this, right? This could be called inverse head and shoulder. Remember, I mean head and shoulder rather, not inverse head and shoulder. And what I'm thinking that is going to come up and make a much lower high as well, and then continue moving down. This is what I'm thinking that this trade is going to end up doing. But until that happens, find out, because it just break out from the resistance that we have up there. Until that happens, let's see what's going to happen anyway. So if you look at the chart very well, you see that I think it's almost what try to play out here. Let me try to use that. I'm going to clean this. I'll try to draw that on my chart and see if it's if I can get that with the pathway. Sorry guys, I'm learning how to use this. Hopefully I'll get better with it. Just bear with me. All right, this is like a series of higher high, higher low, higher high. All right, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then another higher low. Then it made another clear higher high. Then it started consolidating around here. Let's say you made another higher low here. All right. I mean, this is now, it tried to make another higher high or something like that. But oh god, this have fucked me up now. All right. Okay. I'll try to hold on and see if I can get it. So he made another higher high here, and then he made a lower high here rather, which could be seen as this right shoulder. So this is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder, and then now he's made a new lower low. I'm thinking that this movement will be a lower high, and then we'll continue to change in direction, which will be the next one will be a lower low, and then continue maybe up the way all the way to this support. I'm just going to mark that support, and I'm hoping that this plays out, but let's see what is going to happen tomorrow morning or even this night. I will keep an eye on that and see how the price action plays around there. If there is a sweet stuff going on with the price action around there in the lower time frame, I will be happy to share with you guys the outcome. If I'm going to take the trade, fine, I will, I'll be sharing that as well. But I would like to see this play out, or also I would like to see it take out these highs if possible, and then create like a take out these highs. This could be liquidity, and rather, but I'm not expecting it to get to this last high. But if that happens, then that means it's change, it's going back to the uptrend, and then I will say that this movement is not valid. But I would like to see it take out this high there and then close back into this zone, this yellow zone that I marked as my warning zone. Then I would like to sell from there. If that happens, then I'll keep that on my watch list. So but I will not put it as a top priority, but I'll just watch it and see if that plays out. Then you can take the trade. But I will try to move it up a little bit. That I think something interesting is happening there, yeah, but not a lot of interesting stuff. So I've talked about this one, yeah, step index, now let's talk about crash 300. So what do I want to see on crash 300? I still want to see it come all the way up. It's now back into this consolidating zone, but I still want to see it come out of this consolidating box, get to this selling zone. That's where I will be very much happy to sell. And also it could continue to move down out of this. We can get out of this box and continue to move down. That can happen. But what I would like to see, and what will give me much confidence to sell that or to be on that trade, is to see it get to this sell zone. Otherwise, I don't think I will be doing anything on that unless there is any other scenario, any other more better setup that plays out from there. Because in the market you have to be dynamic. You don't have to be fixed. You have to always change with the market, because the market is dynamic. It's always moving up and down, sideways, up and down. So you always have to update your bias. Don't always have one bias. If you say I want to be selling this pair, no matter what is going on, I'm going to sell it. You have that bias at the back of your mind, and sometimes there will be a market shift. So I've been looking for a balance scale. So what I want to use the balance scale, I want to keep it at my trading table, and that will be reminding me that there is always shifts in the market. So the balance scale is like when you when you start putting heavier stuff in one side, you see that the other side will start getting up, start moving higher. And when you start putting heavier stuff from the left side as well, you see that the right side will start moving higher. So this is basically how trade moves. So when there is enough money pumped into the market, when there is enough sellers in the market, you find out that the market will tend to move down. And when there is enough buyers in the market, you see that the market is going up. So it doesn't matter which way it goes. The only thing that you want to do is be with the trend, follow the trend. If you are someone who don't like following trend, maybe I don't like myself, I don't like doing things that is trending, but in the forex markets we have to do what is trending. All right, so it doesn't matter if even if you like doing things that you don't like doing trending stuff, you just like being on your own, doing low-key stuff. But in the market, just be sure to follow the trend, because that's where you make a lot of money. But if you say, I don't want to follow the trend, I just, you always have different bias from what majority have, it's not going to work. I mean, for just market, for this market, just follow the trend. Outside the market, you can do other things you want to do, that's fine. But if you want to, do the right thing. But then I've seen some people as well who are not following the trend, they still make money from there. But it just few of them. And then I will tell you also that these things are based on the experience they have gathered over the time. And I will tell you they don't do that for a long time. They might tell you that, hey, I don't like following trend, but that kind of stuff they will. But at some point you see that they always follow trend. At the long run you find out that they're following trend, that's why they're even profitable. So that's just the thing. Okay. Oh, just have that in mind as well, that market structure always shifts, and be very, very, very sure to shift with the market structure. So I'm not saying that I'm fixed on that. If this trade comes up to this zone, I'm going to sell. It could get to that zone, and maybe there's a different scenario that is playing out, and I might not sell. That's just it. And it could even continue to move down to the this green zone where I will be looking for a buy. So, but then I'm not very much confident to buy from crash. But let's see what happens. I might change my buyers as well. So we are dynamic because the market is dynamic, so we have to be dynamic. That's it. So how many minutes is this? Just really short. Okay. All right. So this is a volatility 10. You would like to see this one get to the buy zone, but if that does not happen, whichever way, if it gets to the sell zone, fine. I would like to look for maybe small buy at this zone, but preferable, I want to see it get to this resistance zone so that I can sell. That's preferable. That's the much preferable one. Then boom 1000. Trying to rush this. Boom 1000. Like I said, I want to see get to this zone, but now it's moving up. Otherwise, anything can happen. You can get to this zone and the break out of it, and I would like to use another I would like to look for another stuff out there. If it gets to this zone and break out of it, and then I would like to see it come down, retest, and I'll be taking a buy from there. That would be my break and retest. Any of this might happen. Then if it continue all the way down to the support, I would like to be buying from the support. It depends on how we approach the support. If there is a sort of rejection around the support, I'll be happy to buy. But if there's no rejection, I might have to leave it, because there's a lot of way it could go. It could get to this support, it could get to the last support. So there's a lot of supports that I have around here as well. So let's see what happens anyway, guys. Let's see what happens. We are just pre-planning, which is the basic. We just have to pre-plan. Make sure you are pre-planning your trade. That's it. And like I said on this one, I said I'm not very much confident to buy from this support now, because it's declining, and there's a lot of stuff going on there. So I'll be much confident to see this price get to this zone, so I will know what to do from there. I'll be much confident to see the price get to this zone. All right, that's it. For that one, that's it for that one. What's my bias on this? 7 to 5 1x. Okay, I just talked about this and I moved it down because I said I'm not sure anything much is happening on it. So I would like to see it get to any of these zone. I mean, any of these zone, then we'll consider what to do from there. Let's see 50. 50. I said I want to see it break out of this box, maybe probably go down and then come up, but then it break out of the box in the downward direction. If you look at this from a higher time frame, which I'm on higher time frame, you see that it just broke out of this support. So what I would like to see now is, and this is one of the scenario where I talk about changing your bias. So I'm just going to give you a practical example of what I mean by that now. So now I've changed my bias. I wanted to see it go up, but then it's not going up. So this is what I want to see, because it's clearly broken out of the support, sorry. So I would like to see it move back like a retest. So I will be taking a break and retest, which is my favorite pattern before, probably favorite trading strategy from the onset. If you look back from 2020 when I started, 2020 2018, the initial time I was running this Telegram channel, you will find out that that's most of my trade based off break and retest. But now it was an experience, and then as a trader you have to always visualize things in different way, and then come up with new ideas and new stuffs. So I think it's going to continue moving down. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. yeah, I think it's going to continue moving down because it consolidated around there and it broke out. So I want to see it come and create a like a retest and then creating a lower high. Then I will sell from that zone. Yeah, and I've not known where I'm selling to, but then I want to see it get to that zone first, retest, and then I'll sell from that zone. So what I will do is I'm going to move this closer, to my top watch list. I mean, it might play out very soon. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So it's not a guarantee. So this okay, so I've talked about this. So this is one of the pairs that I added recently. I love this pair. I mean not pair, sorry. This is one of the synthetic indices that I added recently. I've been saying that I don't know if this is working out fine, but then today I took this trade and I dropped it on the Telegram channel. It was fine. It was really fine. I was not considering it to be the best before, but I think it was okay because I spot this clean resistance zone, which is is a very sweet resistance zone. I must tell you that. So I spot this resistance zone around here, and I sold this trade. I didn't think twice. I don't know. If you look at it, you see that you've been rejecting that zone for a longer time, and I just sold from there, and we made some profit there, not much, but I was hoping to hold to the down part, but then it started consolidating. It started giving some weak movements. Then I have to leave the trade earlier, and at the moment I might be looking for another entry, but I would like to see some kind of setup, maybe in the lower time frame. Giving me like a clear idea of what is going to happen. But if you look at 30 minutes, the 20 moving average have crossed. But then it's giving a very strong, strong by, strong bullish candle here. So it's kind of confusing at the moment. I don't really know what to do with it. All right, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to leave it. I think I've run some other analysis, and at the moment, I think if I try to, visualize this, I do make mistakes sometimes. So I sold just right here, and I put my stop loss above here. I mean, I didn't risk so much on that, and I was able to I left this trade around here. I think, yeah, around here. I left this trade around here. Yeah, I sold this trade in a 2 account. Yeah, that was fine. So I really I like this, but my bias have not changed. Rather, I would still like to sell this trade again, but then until something more interesting happens. So let's see. Anyway, I will keep an eye on that, and then see what comes off from that. All right. Well, at the moment, I don't think the price action is saying sweet stuff. I'll just leave it for the moment. So this is it on the synthetics analysis. I don't think I'll be able to handle the I would like to talk about it if someone would ask me any question. If I have any question from maybe the Telegram chat or from the live stream on YouTube. If anyone is asking me, if I have any question, I'll be happy to reply to that exactly. So, if otherwise, I don't think I'll be going over to that now, unless I have any. All right, unless I have any chats from the YouTube. I'm just going over to going through my YouTube to see if there is any live chat on that. That's what I'm trying to do. I'd like to see if there is any question. I would answer that now, and otherwise, guys, we'll be ending the live stream if there's no question. But if there's question, I'll be glad to answer it now. But if there's no question, right. Unless I have any chats from the YouTube, I'm just going over to going through my YouTube to see if there is any live chat on that. That's what I'm trying to do. We can grow this together. This will, it's going to be a very interesting. I'd like to see if there is any question. You can join. I would answer that now. Then if you're watching from the YouTube channel, I would encourage you to also join my Telegram channel. We'll be ending the live stream if there's no question. But if there's question, I'll be glad to answer it now. Right? But if there's no question, unless I have any chats from the YouTube, I'm just going over to going through my YouTube to see if put out this
there is live chat about it, so I'm trying to grow this together. This will
executing any trade.
it's going to be
Trading
I'd like to see if there is any question, I'll answer that now.
Then if you're watching from the YouTube channel,
Otherwise, guys, we'll be ending the live stream if there's no question. But if there's question, I'll be glad to answer them. Yes. But if there's no question, unless I have any chats from the YouTube, I'm just going over to going through my YouTube to see if
put out this
there is live chat about it, so I'm trying to grow this together. This will it's going to be I'd like to see if there is any question, I'll answer that now.
Then if you're watching from the YouTube channel,
otherwise, guys, we'll be ending the live stream if there's no question. But if there's question, I'll be glad to answer them. Yes. But if there's no question, unless I have any chats from the YouTube, I'm just going over to going through my YouTube to see if
put out this
there is live chat about it, so I'm trying to grow this together. This will